Hey guys, welcome to another video.
What's up?
Okay, so today we're going to be doing the video that I talked about on my Instagram. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, make sure to follow me on Instagram. Wait, why did you do that?
I don't know. Restart.
No, it's okay.
Restart.
I'll re-say it.
No, restart.
And so I'll just re-say
Restart.
it. Why? So thank you to everybody who sent questions. You guys are the reason why this video is being made, because if there was no questions, then there was no answers. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so there was a lot of questions asking, how did you know he was the one? Like, a lot of people asked that one. And there's also questions saying like, oh, how does he know like she was the one and stuff like that. Well, honestly, I don't even know how to answer this.
That's
like,
a hard one.
it's hard because like it doesn't just like, I don't know, like it didn't just happen.
It doesn't happen overnight.
I knew that it was him when basically like I believe like God brought him to me, because like I said before, or I don't know if like I even said it, but I always said like, okay, you know what, God, like this isn't working out. Like when we weren't friends, I was like, this isn't working out, so if he is the one, have him come to me. Like I don't want to have to like text him, like talk to him, like have him come to me on his own, and then that's how I'll know that he's the one. And that's exactly what happened. Ew.
My parents are
His parents are like kissing
and outside.
That's so funny. Okay, anyways, so like when he did message me that one day, like super out of the like super random, I was like, and it wasn't just like a little text like, hey, it was like him apologizing and like basically saying a whole bunch of different things that had happened between us. And so like when that happened, I was like, whoa, like this is something that I did not expect, especially from him. So like I kind of thought it was like God telling me like, hey, like you guys are supposed to be together. I don't know, it's just like my
I was a different person in high school.
Yeah. Who asked who out, and when did y'all start dating / liking each other?
I asked you out.
Well, yeah. Well, we were already hanging out like as friends, and then he asked me like he asked me out to the movies, and that was like our first date, I guess. But we weren't like together. I started liking him like I think when we went to the Vegas, like our family took a Vegas trip, and that's when like I remember Manny was like, oh, so you don't like Erensto like at all? And I was like I was single at the time, so I was like, well, honestly, I never really thought about it like that. But once he said that, I swear, like I started to look at him different. I was like, well, like should I like him? Like, is there anything that I should like? I didn't like him at all before. Like we were just friends. Like he was ugly.
Yeah. For me, like I can't really pinpoint when it happened. I just know it happened.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't like recall like every single detail like you do. Like it just happened. Like.
Well, like the first time you're like, oh, she's pretty. Like.
Yeah, I mean, not that you're pretty, but it's just like being like thinking someone's pretty and actually liking them is different. So I don't remember like when it actually happened. I just know it started happening.
So like when would you say like?
I guess when like our parents started being friends and you would like come over and like I noticed you more and like your personality was cool.
What's your most dumb / petty fight? I'd say my driving.
Yeah, she's pretty wild at driving.
I'm not wild, it's just he's very like calm, and I'm more of like, oh, like I need to get somewhere.
Yeah,
like,
she yells at everybody, and I'm just like,
I don't yell.
Do you beep at people?
I beep at people, I honk at people. I rarely honk at people. I just like talk out loud, you know? Like I don't have road rage. I just like.
And me, it's just when I drive, I'm just calm, you know, taking it.
He's like too calm. Like he'll be like, I'm gonna get in the lane, and I'm like, dude, get in the lane. He's like, I'm gonna get in the lane. I don't know. My dad taught me to be like an aggressive driver. I get really mad. And then he just like, we don't talk for the rest of the like the drive. But yeah, I'd say like our most petty dumb fight is like driving. Who is the most sensitive? I think you are.
Nah,
yes,
you
are. No, I think you are, because I'll say stuff and you're like, okay. For me, like I'm not sensitive, but like it takes a lot for me to actually get like bothered, and like I'll tell him like right after, like, hey, why'd you do that? Like, you know what I mean? But like him is more like, he'll just be like, okay.
And I just stop talking.
Yeah, you just stop talking. Well, we always talk about stuff like right after. Like that's how I know that he got like butthurt. Sometimes like, dude, are you mad? Like, and I just start laughing, and then we'll start laughing. I don't know. Oh, this was also another question that was asked a lot. When do you plan on having babies?
Probably like a year and a half, 2.
Yeah, honestly, my biggest thing is like I want to have a house.
Yeah, we want to have our own space where we can just raise our kids.
Yeah, and not like have to worry about anything, you know? I mean, we're not gonna have a baby right when we have a house, but like, you know, 2 years.
2 years.
What's the thing you love most about each other? I'd say that he's really funny.
I am?
Yeah. Erensto. No, he's like really funny. He's just not. Okay, your turn.
So you're responsible.
Okay.
You always like take care of stuff, even though like when I push things to the side that are important, you're like, no, you gotta do it, and like always like be better. Like school. I don't like school, but they push me to be better. That's cool.
What new things have you found out about Erensto ever since y'all got married? Obviously, I mean, I guess one thing would be like you get to see more than just the outside. It's more like, oh, you know, like the way he handles like money and stuff like that. I guess that could be.
She sees that I leave my shoes everywhere.
How did you feel like the first week of getting married?
I felt the same as like when we're going down.
Well, the first week of being married was our honeymoon, so that was like awesome.
Oh yeah, that was cool. Yeah.
Like honestly, like because we were like by ourselves the whole time for like a whole week, like it's different than being like at the house, just because like obviously it's not just us two, you know, like we had a little glimpse of what life would be like with just us two 24/7, but now that we're like, you know, we're living somewhere else, like it's kind of like different.
Yeah.
So like the first week was like awesome, and like
but the first week back was like it was like back to normal. It's just like,
it was just like adjusting, but yeah, it was fun. Like it was different, but it was like a good different.
Yeah. It wasn't like anything shocking. Like,
yeah, it wasn't anything shocking. It was just like, oh, like you're gonna be doing this for the rest of your life. What did you guys think of each other when you first met?
I don't even remember.
Honestly,
that was a long time ago. And like,
oh my god, everyone just wants to talk to us right now. Okay, so basically, when I first met Ernesto, my best friend actually had a crush on him. So like, I didn't think he was cute.
we were like 12 or something like that.
We
like
were
13.
in like 8th grade.
Yeah, we were like 13, 14 around there.
Yeah,
so
because he was at church for like a while before I even like met him. No, but like he was like new, so people were like, obviously he was like going to services and stuff.
Yeah.
But like the first time that I met him, like I didn't think anything of him. Like my friend had a crush on him, so like I honestly didn't think he was that attractive back then. I don't know, I just saw him as any other guy, like, you know, from church. Like,
Yeah,
it wasn't anything big.
Yeah, same.
Same? You need to give your answer.
I just did. Or it's just like, you know, it's like a different person from church, you know?
Okay, yeah, we didn't really think anything of each other.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was Patty's question, but she also asked, do you guys like cheese?
It depends.
I love cheese.
Pizza, nachos. I'm starting to like mulitas. Do you know what a mulita
Yeah, he
is?
used to like not like quesadillas
Oh,
at all.
mulitas are like, it's like grilled cheese with like asada or pastor. And the first time I tried it was at David and Susan's house, and that's when I started liking it.
How did you both know when y'all wanted to get married? So honestly, like me and Erensto, before we got married, we were dating for like what, 4 years?
Yeah.
We had just barely, because we started in like May and then we got married in June. So like we were like barely 4 years. When we first started dating, we were already like graduated from high school. So I told him like, hey, like obviously we weren't getting into like mess around, and like, you know, it was like serious. Like if you don't want to like marry me eventually, like don't even try. Like, you know what I mean? Like I didn't want to waste my time. He didn't want to waste his
That's
time.
what her dad told me too. For me, it was just like, I always had it like in the back of my head, like, oh, like after we graduate college. Obviously she graduated before me.
And I always told her like, don't propose to me until I finish school, because I don't know, I just didn't want to get distracted. I just really wanted to like at least finish my bachelor's, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I do want to go back to school, but like finishing college was like the #1
Yeah, we both understood that school was important.
When it happened, like COVID was around obviously, so I was just like, I'm not waiting 2 years for this disease, this virus to blow off, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I still wanted to get like proposed to / married after I graduated, so that's exactly how it happened. Favorite thing about being a young married couple?
We can do whatever we want.
Yeah, like, I'd say like the freedom of like doing whatever you want, like
Together,
honestly,
yeah. Before
together.
we would have to ask our parents like if we want to go out of town. Like on Labor Day, we just went to Vegas. We didn't have to ask anybody.
So that's what we did. We went to Vegas and like we didn't have to ask anybody. Like we had our own money, you know.
We have more money now because we have it combined.
Oh my god. I think that's like the one thing that I like about being married, just like being young and like doing like a lot of firsts together, you know, like having someone to spend it with and stuff. What made both of you fall in love with each other?
Well, for me, it's like you're caring, you know, like you're responsible, like I said earlier. You're not like selfish.
I think for me it was like how very caring. He's
Mom was knocking on the door.
That's what I was saying. Like he puts me first. He puts like my like desires and feelings first. You know, like he's very thoughtful.
Like when she wants to shop, I'll be like, you know what you want.
Yeah, right. So basically what made us fall in love with each other was like our personality.
Yeah.
Right.
At the end of the day, that's what matters.
Yeah, I mean he's cute or whatever, but what is something you have learned about each other now that you live together that you didn't before?
She's responsible with money. I like spending money.
Yeah, he's very like, this is his mentality, like money comes and goes, lady, like let's just do it. And I'm like, excuse me. One thing for me would say that he literally spends so much time on his phone.
And video
games. Which video games I don't mind, because when he's playing video games, doing something different, and I'll be editing like a video, so it doesn't bother me. Like, you know, I'm leaving him alone, he's leaving me alone, we're doing our own thing. But when he's on his phone, just like Literally, I feel like being on your phone is just like killing your time. Like, it's such a waste of time. And like, I hate seeing myself being productive and him just being on his phone. Like, you know what I mean? And then we go to sleep like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and I'm like, dude, we could have gone to sleep earlier, but you were on your phone.
And you were doing other stuff.
Which is productive stuff though.
Okay.
It's different. And I mean, like, I guess like when we were dating, I wouldn't notice it because I wasn't here and like he'd be texting me. So it's kind of like, you
sense.
still were on your phone a lot, which makes sense. He said, why is Ernesto such a girl about sharing his kid-based shirts?
This is bruh. Because they're expensive and I like taking care of myself.
¿A quién les huelen más los pies? Now, I want to answer this question.
My feet don't stink.
No. So basically, this is an unfair question because it's not that my feet smell, it's just his feet don't smell at all. Like, literally, he could be sweating all day. He could be, like, out doing labor in the sun. Like,
playing baseball.
Literally, he could be sweating 24/7 that one day. And, like, he'll come in and, like, his armpits won't stink.
I have no
feel. Like, he literally has no body odor, which is a plus for me, but then it makes me feel like I stink all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if he doesn't smell, then, like, obviously, I'm going to be the one to have that kind of, like, smell. Not saying that I smell bad, it's just like when you compare me to him, then I smell more.
Give off more.
Because he doesn't smell at all. And that's where we're gonna end this question. Period. This one's for Ernesto. Is it true that guys automatically know when they meet the one? I read about it a while ago and it said that guys know when they do.
Oh, not me at least.
And if so, how did you know Liddy was the one?
No, guys, I feel like women oversell what guys think. Guys barely think anything. Like honestly, like we don't overthink it. Like we see a girl we like, we're like, okay, we'll give it a shot. We're simple people. For me, it wasn't like it didn't happen overnight. You know, it took us 4 years. You know,
he saw how like freaking awesome I was, and he was like, damn. No, just
a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. No, but we were like compatible. You know, like we both know about, or she.
We're very similar.
Yeah.
And very opposites, and like a good way.
Yeah, like she knows music, I know a little bit of music, and we both play sports. Like major differences, I mean like Puerto Rican or Mexican, but that's
honestly like culture, like where we come from is very different, but it makes our relationship like that more like interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you ever shower? Yeah, we showered together actually, so thanks for asking.
Wait, did you shower together or did you just shower?
What were your guys' vows? This was actually a really like
this was a controversial thing between our families because from the start I thought we were gonna be writing our own. Everybody was like telling us, but Liddy was like, no.
The thing was that he never told me that he wanted to write his own vows. So like in my head I was like, okay, like honestly guys, like our COVID wedding, I tried not to make it that
complicated,
special.
Yeah.
Well,
not special, complicated.
Not special, but like I didn't want to put too much into it because it was a COVID wedding. Like not everybody that I wanted to be there was there. I'd rather just like not spend so much money and like not spend so much like preparation. I don't know, I'm making it like I'm down thing.
No, we just made it was like a simple, you know, wedding.
I just wanted it to be really simple. Like I just wanted to be married, you know, like that was like, I never wanted a big wedding. I never wanted it to be something like, oh my gosh, like wedding of the year, like, you know what I mean? Like I just wanted to be married to him and like already like be with him and stuff. Like it was more important to me like our relationship together than like the actual wedding. So like for me, I was just like, okay, like let's just get married. Like I didn't even think about like writing my own vows. And honestly, I just felt so like weird because it's really hard for me to like express myself, like especially like my feelings with like people. So like imagine like saying all of that like in front of like 30, 40 people, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know,
I wanted to write mine, but she said no, let's just do the ones that the pastor gives us.
Yeah, like the traditional ones. Like, you know. Alright guys, so there were a couple of questions that we didn't get to answer, but we kind of just went over like the ones that were asked the most, and like I don't know, we are kind of in a rush right now. Our family wants to go eat. So anyways, we really hope that you guys enjoyed the questions that we did answer, and we hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up because Ernesto was a good supporter and he did it with me. Make sure to subscribe so that you're notified, and click the bell button so that you get notified every time I upload. Also, make sure to comment down any other questions that you would like for us to answer in a future video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye!